my family spread rumors that I was a failure. I stayed silent during my brother's engagement dinner, but then his fiancée leaned toward me and whispered, "Wait, you're—" The entire room froze. Even my mom was speechless. You know that feeling when you've been dismissed, overlooked, practically invisible your whole life, especially to the people who are supposed to be your biggest cheerleaders. Well, tonight, at my brother's fancy engagement dinner, the universe decided it was my turn to drop a bomb, and trust me, the fallout was absolutely glorious. For 5 long years, I've been silently building my tech company, Nextech, while my family genuinely believed I was just wasting my life. Tonight, his fiancée, just looked at me across the table and whispered, "Wait, you're the founder of Nextech? The app her multi-million-dollar company just acquired." The pure shock, the utter disbelief on my parents' faces in that exact split second? That, my friends, was worth every single holiday dinner, every cutting remark, every time they casually dismissed my entire existence. And my brother? His jaw is still on the floor, somewhere between the caviar and the champagne. Growing up in a place like Highland Park, this perfectly pristine suburb north of Chicago, that meant living under a microscope, under certain expectations. My dad, Richard Mitchell, wasn't just a surgeon. Oh no, he was the surgeon. The one other doctors called when everything else fell apart. My mom, Diana, she didn't just work in courtrooms, she commanded them, a corporate attorney who had never, not once, lost a case. And then there was Jason. My brother, 4 years older. The golden child. The perfect firstborn, who, of course, followed Dad straight into medicine without a single misstep. Our house, it was beautiful, sure. But it felt less like a home and more like an evaluation chamber. Dinner wasn't just for eating. It was a battlefield for reporting achievements. Mom, she'd kick off most evenings with that loaded question. "So, what did everyone accomplish today?" Jason, naturally, always had something mind-blowing. Perfect test scores. Science fair trophies. Volunteer hours at hospitals so prestigious I couldn't even pronounce their names. And then it was my turn. My answers, they just never quite measured up. "I built a website for fun," I announced one time. I was 15, genuinely bursting with pride because I taught myself HTML and CSS over a single weekend. "That's nice, honey," Mom would say, with that smile that never, ever reached her eyes. "But shouldn't you really be focusing on your debate team? Colleges look for sustained commitments, not hobbies." Dad would just nod along, already pivoting, already asking Jason about some advanced biology project. The message? Crystal clear. Computers? They were toys. Real achievement? That happened in operating rooms, in courtrooms. Not in my messy, little world of code. My bedroom, it became my sanctuary. My escape. The only place where I could truly dive headfirst into programming languages and tech forums without feeling that crushing weight of judgment. While Jason's walls were covered in framed academic awards, mine were plastered with printouts of intricate code and rough sketches of app interfaces. I'd stay up until 2 a.m., fueled by sheer stubbornness, learning Python and JavaScript, only to drag my exhausted body through chemistry class the next day. Not that. Full story added in below.